Thank you for that. And I now recognize Representative Bean from the great state of Florida.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good morning to you, and good morning, Small Business Committee. It's a big deal to have everybody here. My first question is for Gino Torretta. Welcome. Gino, I can't really see you right now because the glare from your championship ring is just kind of blinding me up here. Trust me.
The Heisman ring. I left the 2 championship rings at home. But
that's just too much. And trust me, I know how hard it is to wear a championship ring. We won the congressional baseball game under the leadership of Chair Williams. He presented us with our rings. I lasted 2 days. It was just too heavy. Just too heavy. So I salute you for all that you've done. And I also, Mr. Chairman, I want to congratulate you. This is the largest committee attendance that we've had, and we have outdrawn, I think, Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who's testifying downstairs. And so the interest of college athletics is certainly great around the country. Question. The elephant in the room is not Roger Williams. It is the fact that there's also another big impact to college athletics in the name, image, and likeness. That's a big deal. But also this transfer portal. What's the greatest impact right now, or is it them together? Gino Torretta.
well, I think you've had the convergence of 2 major changes in college athletics where you're allowed to transfer, which a kid didn't have the right, or an athlete didn't have the right if a coach left to change schools. Or, I came from Northern California. Maybe I didn't like Miami after 1 semester and would have gone home, but I couldn't transfer somewhere else without sitting out a year of my eligibility. So you have that. Now there's the freedom, and then with the NIL, we've talked about, it's the inducements of money is involved, and hey, Gino's a good player and he's young. Maybe we can pay him or his people to transfer. And I think the combination of that, yes, it's not good. Now, is the transfer portal good in and of itself? Sure, but add in the inducement piece, it's not good for any of us sitting up here.
10-4. I was a state legislator too, and I remember a few years ago I got a call from then head coach Jan Mullen of the University of Florida and said, if we don't pass a name, image, likeness bill in the state legislature, we're going to kill Florida schools because everybody will go somewhere else. Is it a fair playing field among states? Is there more lucrative colleges in other states, or is it about equal? Do some states give you a better chance to make more money playing college ball?
Well, there's differences amongst conferences. The SEC school makes different amount of money than Big Ten schools, than ACC, than Pac-12. That's why we're seeing conference realignment, and we've deemed the West Coast of California, Oregon, and Washington kind of irrelevant in college athletics. All those schools are moving to the Big Ten or the ACC or SEC.
Gene Smith, is it true what he says? Does he preach the truth right now, Gino Torretta?
I don't know about preaching, but what he said was pretty good. But I think the core issue there is in the transfer portal, those things coming together with where we are with NIL. We got to remember transferring is a good thing. Student athletes deserve the same rights as other students. Now, with our institution where student athletes decide to transfer, we got to make sure we understand why. And if they're transferring because we made a commitment that we didn't live up to, then we need to go look in the mirror. Don't point the finger at the student athlete. So that's one. But the reality is the SEC, the Big Ten in particular, have done a great job over the years of creating a culture that everybody else wants to be a part of.
Gotcha.
And that's reality.
Gotcha. Here's a toss-up question for every panelist. I'm going to ask you to give me a number, and that number is your confidence on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being absolute confident that the NCAA can handle this without congressional action. That'll be a 10. 0 confidence, and you definitely need Congress to jump in. Jeremy Donati, what say you for that number?
Somewhere between 0 and 10.
Yeah.
No. I would say this. I would say this. The new president, Charlie Baker, is we have a lot of faith in him, but he needs help, and he needs this Congress's help. We are firmly behind him, but this is the level of complexity we have never seen.
Does that mean 6, 5?
4.
Gene Smith.
3 to 4. 4.
Gino Torretta.
Hope he's eternal.
Gotcha. Maddie Solomon.
I think it depends what issue we're talking about. So I would take issue with the framing and plead the fifth.
10-4. Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Coach, I should say, Coach, I yield back.